So everyone at the back can hear me. Chelsea will be winners.
Oh, with chest.
So everyone at the back, sure you can hear me. Chelsea for winners.
No, the winners was off the fence, bro. In brackets, off the fence. In bold, with his chest.
Hey, Neeks, this is why I said, don't change it, because in 3 weeks' time, no keeper, no Oblak. Chelsea finishing 6th.
You know what?
Chelsea finishing 6th.
No. This is what I'm gonna say. You can change it. You can. But it has to be within reason. Now,
there you go. Let's move the goalposts.
No, I'm right. Because it can't be. Oh, we lost. No, wait. It can't be.
Before you go on, I'm just going to say, I'm going to say, I already said to Carl, before you even made that rule about changes, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, so the people at the back can hear me. And I had to repeat it because Carl wasn't even sure what I said. You can ask him and he can back up that.
Listen,
and you can even ask Ian.
All I'm saying is because if you say, "Oh, I want to change my predictions because we lost our first 4 games," I ain't happy that. But if it's a case of what Man City actually signed Messi and Ronaldo, so I'm actually going to put them first. I might give you it. That's within reason. That's within reason. But I ain't caring. I didn't realize that Edouard Mendy, was worse than Kepa. That's not good.
Tyrant.
Right. Season predictions. Premier League season starting on Saturday. It's here. It's come back around. And we need to really... I want everyone to lock in there. And you know what? That's not fair. I'm going to give everyone a chance. When I say a chance, we're going to lock in our results now for the season, predictions for the season. But we're going to unlock it very, very briefly on transfer deadline day. We see who everyone, if you want to change, if you want to make any changes, because last few seasons, the transfer deadline has been before the start of the season. So you have a true analysis of who everyone has. And partly it helps me because I'm like, Man United just trash. And then October the 5th, if we've got Sancho, Alex Telles, and Thiago, I'm like, well, we're going to win the title. So I don't want anyone to say, oh, you for Man United.
You're going to what?
Huh? A title, a trophy. Win a title. You know, a League Cup. Maybe drop into the Europa League and win that. What? Yeah, that's what maybe manager of the month, player of the month, anything like that. But no, I think a lot can happen between now and October the 5th. So to lock in order everything now, like you might say, oh yeah, Aubameyang top goal scorer, and Aubameyang gets sold. Like we don't know. So this is what I call a soft.
To be fair, I'm happy to lock in.
You say that, but then what you're gonna do at the end of the season is use an excuse. You're gonna say, well, I didn't know we weren't gonna sign Partey. How was I gonna know that Jadon Sancho was gonna be at Man United and score 50 goals in the season? What? We might as well unlock connection.
We might as well unlock it again in January, innit? When United signed Sancho in January.
Listen, you don't have to change it, you know. If you're so confident in your prediction, you don't have to change it. You can say, listen, I chose at the beginning of the season, and nothing in the first 3 games has changed my mind, whether it's player transfers or otherwise, to change the prediction. So I'm just giving everyone the opportunity because at the end of the season, I just don't want to hear any excuses. I want people to own their decisions and explain their decisions like they did in like we did in the season review. Looks like back.
Looks like I don't think so.
Can you hear me?
Nat, your mic's muted.
Boy, that webcam is like some VGA and Motorola flip phones.
Nat, can you hear me?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're done. You are done out here, Nat. You're done out here. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. If you're saying anything, we can't hear you. So you gotta come in on your phone or something. Maybe even just audio on your phone because this is not working.
Hello? Wait, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
yes,
you
we can hear you. Yes.
Oh, I accidentally muted my mic on my actual laptop. Does that make sense?
Wow.
You're the youngest one here. You should be on top of technology.
Trust.
Nah, I make mistakes sometimes, innit?
There's a big delay, so we're gonna have to give Nat like 5 seconds to start speaking whenever it's his turn. Just to let you know.
Matt, are you in Jamaica?
No. No, I'm at home. I'm at home.
Man's on that.
If I was at
digital.
uni, the Wi-Fi.
Man's on digital flow.
And PTR doing me dirty. PTR doing me dirty right now, you know. I'm literally sitting next to the box.
When's the last time you restarted the box? That's the real question.
I don't even know, you know. Probably like 2 months ago or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, COVID's to getting up in there. Anyway, let's predictions in it. Predictions. So let me just clear my spreadsheet. I don't want any interference. I'm gonna mute the mic now. We're doing a mad thing over there. I don't know what is going on. So we've got me, Ramsey, Carl, Jovan, Nat. Got Bianca's name here, but Bianca's a bottle job, so I'm taking her out. All right.
Let me start this.
I'm gonna start with Jovan. Off the fence. For the first time in history, we welcome It's All Matt J. I need your predictions. And I want 1 to 6, so the top 6 in order. I want 18, 19, 20, so the 3 teams getting relegated. I want top goals.
No ifs, buts, or maybes. No them and them and them. That's a bam.
I may have to come back.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, just wait to hear what I'm gonna say. I may have to come back at the end of the transfer window for 18, 19, 20 because I actually haven't been looking at any of them man there to be thinking who's gonna get relegated.
I'm not
We'll
gonna
come back anyway.
Huh?
We're coming back there anyway for all of them.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I'm definitely gonna come back for those because I'm only saying that because I actually don't know what to say for them right now. It's because I haven't been thinking about them. But I'll answer other stuff.
I ain't been thinking about them either, to be honest. Like literally, this is gonna be the first time I'm thinking about any of this. But right, top 6. Talk to me.
So everyone at the back can hear me. Chelsea will be winners.
Oh, we're
So everyone at the back, sure you can hear me. Chelsea for winners.
No, the winners was off the fence, bro. In brackets, off the fence. In bold, with his chest.
Hey, Neeks, this is why I said don't change it because in 3 weeks' time, no keeper, no Oblak. Chelsea finishing 6.
You know what?
Chelsea finishing 6.
No. This is what I'm gonna say. You can change it. You can. But it has to be within reason. Now,
There you go. Let's move the goalposts.
I'm right. Because it can't be. Oh, we lost. No, wait. It can't be.
Before you go on, I'm just going to say, I'm going to say, I already said to Carl, before you even made that rule about changes, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, so the people at the back can hear me. And I had to repeat it because Carl wasn't even sure what I said. You can ask him and he can back up that.
Listen,
and you can even ask Ian.
All I'm saying is because if you say, "Oh, I want to change my predictions because we lost our first 4 games," I ain't having that. But if it's a case of why Man City actually signed Messi and Ronaldo, so I'm actually going to put them first. I might give you it. That's within reason. That's within reason. But I ain't caring. I didn't realize that Edouard Mendy, was worse than Kepa. That's not good. So it's within reason. I'm gonna keep doing.
That's a good reason, though.
No, it's not.
It is.
If Werner is misses more chances than Tammy, that ain't my fault. You bought
exactly. I thought, and then I saw, so I need to change based on what I've seen. The eye test.
Change it game week 37, innit? If you must be. Listen, it has to be within reason. And you know what? I am the judge, jury, executioner. I have the spreadsheet. So if I'm not having a reason, I'm not changing it.
It's Chelsea Liverpool game week 2, isn't it?
That's gonna be 2 weeks in. Nah. 5-0, we lost Liverpool to win. Yep. Please continue. Please continue.
Second, Manchester City.
Okay. But the champions just been dropped 2 places, at least.
At least.
Liverpool.
Damn, Chelsea gazumped the whole league.
Trust.
Damn, man.
You want to say Jose? You want to say Jose? You want to say Jose?
Damn. This is so tough.
Go on, bro.
So tough.
Say it with your chest out wide.
Look, man, why couldn't they just sign Sancho? Then it would have made this so much easier.
We're revisiting. He might be there.
True. Manchester United.
I like the way you think.
Spurs, and then Arsenal.
All right, that's your top 6. We'll do top 6 now, and then we'll come back for everyone on the rest of them. I'm gonna do mine first. Jump in. Or next, should I say, not first? Yeah, I like the way you think. I agree with you for
like the way he thinks. He put Chelsea top of the league.
Wait, man. I agree with you. 4, 5, and 6. I do. In that order. I do. I really do. I can't back Chelsea going from 4th to winners in 1 year.
Oh, we've gone from 9th to winners in 1 year. Nice.
You did it with a title-winning team. We won, and with a manager who had won title. You're doing this with Frank Lampard, apparently. He might get sacked halfway, bringing Di Matteo win the Champions League. But Frank Lampard, you're doing this with a bunch of new players who, what have they really won?
Listen, Liverpool's about to lose their engine in Wijnaldum.
Listen, if they lose Wijnaldum, they're getting Thiago, and I think their midfield's better.
Thiago's gonna get his socks run off, man.
Yeah, he would, but no, he wouldn't. He might compared to Wijnaldum, but this is a big season for Keita. This is a huge season for Keita, and if he can stay fit, and it's a big if because he hasn't proved that yet, but if he can stay fit, I think he's more of an asset to Liverpool than Wijnaldum because he's got the energy and he's got the creativity. Not that Wijnaldum doesn't, to be fair, because we see what he does for Netherlands. But in the Liverpool team, Keita seems to be more of a creative spark when he is fit than Wijnaldum. But no, I don't want to delve too much into Liverpool. That's your prediction. Respect it. I respect it. I just don't agree with it. I'm going with Man City. And I'm going to be real honest with you. There's 2 reasons why I'm going Man City. One, because I can't predict Liverpool to equal us on 20 league titles. So I'm not lying. There's a bit of logic in it, and I'll explain the logic, but a lot of it is with heart. I can't back Liverpool to win the Premier League title. And if they win it next year, there's no way I'm backing them to win it 3 years in a row. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. So, yeah, I'm going Man City to win it. I think Liverpool's season, and I'm going to put Liverpool second, it really depends on getting a new signing, Thiago. Because to go into another season with the same first 11 that you went into the previous season, and the only thing strengthened in that time, and I use that word very loosely, is Minamino coming in January. That's literally it. I can't say it hasn't been done before. I haven't seen a team win back-to-back titles without strengthening their side. Man City strengthened their side. Man United strengthened their side. And the teams that don't strengthen their side, we've seen, end up losing their title. I was going through some transfer windows in the past. Man United in the 90s and 2000s. Arsenal in the 90s and 2000s. Not so much Chelsea, because since Abramovich came, they've always spent, regardless. So whether they win it or lose it, they always spend. But when Man United and Arsenal lose the title the next year after winning it, whether they've won it twice in a row, 3 times, whatever, the year that they lost it, they very rarely actually spent heavily or invested. The only year that we did that was when in 2001, 2002 season, after they won it 3 years in a row, we bought Veron, we bought Van Nistelrooy and someone else, I can't remember, big money, and then Arsenal won the double, and then we won the league the year after. But all the years before that, even when we were going, we won it twice in a row, and in the third year, for example, 1997-98 season, we didn't really strengthen at all. Arsenal did, won the double, then we went big, bought Dwight York, I think maybe Stam did he come that year, I can't remember now, and won the treble. So if Liverpool are going to go back-to-back, they have to strengthen their squad. And I think the fact they've gone 2 years already, getting 97 and 99 points, it's title-winning runs with only one title in that, winning the Champions League as well. They need fresh faces, they need fresh legs. So I can't see them winning the title as it stands. And I think Man City is going to strengthen a bit more. I think they're probably going to go and get Koulibaly and maybe another forward. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But I think if they get Koulibaly, then that is locked in, signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm not going to lie, regardless of what Liverpool do. Unless, of course, they sign with Lionel Messi. But I'll put Liverpool second. And I will put Chelsea third. Now, maybe a little swapsies going on here if Man United go mad in the next month in terms of, I'm talking about three players. We need Sancho. We need a left back, so whether that's Reguilon or Tellez, or if another one name gets pulled out of the hat, depending on who it is. And I would say we either need a centre-back, which we're not going to get, I don't think. I'm talking about quality centre-back, Upamecano, Koulibaly, that kind of level, which we're not going to get, or a top-quality, deep-lying midfielder. So Thiago, Verratti, Kante, Ndidi, Partey. I can't see us getting any but maybe one of them in Thiago. And as I said earlier, that's second or third choice. So I think fourth might be locked in because I can't see us doing a mad team. But if we did a mad team, then I might change it. But that's my six. Kyle.
You know, you boys ain't too far off, man. You boys ain't too far off. I mean, my last year's predictions, I had Wolves in the top 6. You know, right now I'm thinking about Leicester. I'm thinking about Wolves, and this year I just can't see either. I can't see Sheffield doing the madness. I can't see anyone breaking into that top 6 this year. I really can't. I think this year it looks quite solid between the top 6. I really think that the 6 that you lot are named is going to be the top 6. It's just about predicting the right order. With that being said, as things stand, I mean, it can all change because I already said if Man United get Sancho, and that's the only player they get. Well, that's not possible now because they signed Van der Beek. But if they signed Sancho, and that's the only player that they signed, I already said I'm putting them in second. That's what I already said that. I'm putting them to finish second place in the league. However, that signing hasn't been made. And it looks like it might not be made. So I can't put Man United second anymore. And as things stand, and it looks very likely that Man City is going to get Koulibaly, and they might even. They got Torres, the winger. They got Torres, gonna get Koulibaly, and they might even get Atletico's left back. if that happens,
Who are you talking about?
The Brazilian
Huh?
guy.
yeah.
Didn't they make a bid for Jimenez, the defender?
Oh yes, they did. Gimenez, the centre back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to that? I don't know.
I'm just saying, if they get any two sort of defenders, I mean, it's for me, it's an absolute wrap. And I tell you why, because if they strengthen that heavily at the back and they become that much more proficient and efficient defensively, I don't think anyone can best Man City in the league, because for the last 3 or 4 years, they've dominated the league in terms of goals scored. They score the most goals, hands down, every year. Even Liverpool won the league. Man City still scored about 30, 35 more goals than Liverpool. So they by far score the most goals in the league. Now, if they work on the defense and they're still capable of putting those kind of numbers past clubs, past teams, your 4s and your 5s, your 2s and your 3s against the bigger teams. I mean, they even put 4 past Liverpool after COVID. I can't see anyone beating them. I can't see anyone beating them. Not unbeaten one, but I mean anyone beating them towards the league. So for that reason, I'm putting Man City first. But obviously, come transfer window, and if that backline remains exactly the same, I'm gonna have to rethink about that. But as things stands, I'm putting Man City first. You know what? Man United has let me down, man. I expected them to have a bigger impact. I mean, maybe my expectation was too high. I mean, I've done it again. I've overestimated Woodward. I mean, I thought he was a man that was going to get things done this summer. I should know better. I should know better. I mean, why should I expect 4 players to be signed already for Man United, including Sancho? It was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. So I was really looking forward to putting him right up there in the table, but it's reverse roles. Chelsea have done what I expected Man United to do. Chelsea have come out all guns blazing, not even done yet. Not even done yet. But with the team that they have now, I'm gonna put them second. I'm gonna put them second.
I think that's a bit harsh because remember Chelsea didn't have a transfer window last year, and they didn't sign anyone in January. They tried to get Ziyech, but that fell through, or got delayed or whatever it was. And I feel like they had to do a mad thing because they were sitting on cash. They were just sitting. They were sitting on cash. Hazard was gone. Morata went. They were sitting on cash. So I'm surprised that you thought that we would be the Chelsea, so to speak, because we bought 4 players last season, 3 in summer and 1 in January.
Oh no! When I said be the Chelsea, what I meant was spend that kind of money, like somewhere between 100 200. Don't have to be the number of players. Just like if say you bought Sancho and it was 100, cost you 120, and then you bought Van der Beek and that was it. You spent Chelsea kind of money. I mean, you might still do it. You might still do it, but yeah, you're moving mad slow with it. But yeah, I'm putting because even without the players that they acquired, what they did last season, and you can see the style of football Lampard was trying to play, and they created a number of chances. And even in some games, they scored 4 or 5 goals. They scored 4 or 5 in some games. Some games they didn't. They lost like 3-0. I think it was like to Bournemouth and stuff. Sometimes they got rolled. They got a boxing. But sometimes they still scored goals. So if they still play in that mode, obviously they've still got the same midfield. They've got Kante, they've got Mount, they've got Kovacic. They still got the same midfield creativity. Coupled with, Pulisic now has a year experience behind him. Timo is a certified goal scorer. You put them into the team now, and they're still creating them kind of chances, splitting teams open in the same way that they do. I mean, it could be nasty. It could be nasty, and that's why I'm going to put them in second. And I just think Liverpool have taken their foot off the gas a little bit. I think the end of the season showed a little vulnerability. I mean, in pre-season, I don't even think I've seen Salah on the goal sheet, the score sheet yet. I mean, they're moving a little slow, looking a bit rusty in the Community Shield against Arsenal. Lost the Community Shield. I mean, they've definitely taken their foot off the gas since they've gotten that league title, that first Premier League win, and it's like, right, that voodoo curse is off this club. We can rest a bit, and I just don't think that they look like the same Liverpool anymore, and I don't think that they can keep that same intensity, like you said, with that same squad that they've had for this would be 3 seasons in a row, because
this could be the last year we see them all play together. Potentially.
Hopefully. The hell with that.
Because they're old now. What are they in there? They're in their 30s?
No, they're not old. They're not old.
No, I'm saying they're getting on in their age. Like this could potentially be the last season they all play together.
But you got Salah. Salah's 28, just turned. So he's got at least 2 more years.
How old is
28 as well, just turned.
What about Firmino?
Firmino's the older one out of all of them, so yeah, he could.
So it could potentially be the last season we see all 3 of them play.
Yeah, Firmino is 9 months older. He's 28 as well. So yeah, he's turning 29 soon. But I mean, potentially yes. I think the likelihood of it more rests on Klopp and FSG in the sense that if Klopp wants to strengthen, say he wants Mbappe or wants Sancho. Let's say we don't get Sancho this year, becomes available next year. They might say, yeah, you have to sell Mane, Salah, or Firmino, pick one. So yeah, it's a possibility in that case. If they don't win the league this year, then they're definitely going to try and rejig something to kind of get back to winning. But anyway, back to Carter.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I just feel like they're taking their foot off the gas a bit. I mean, they might just be reserving their energy, doing a Mercedes where they just, foot off the gas in practice, and then come qualifying 3, they just all guns blazing and like 1 second faster than anybody else. And, they might just be taking it easy and say, okay, we took it easy after COVID because the league title was wrapped up. We're just preserving our energy because when that game week 1 hits and we're playing our first game, we're going out there and winning 7-0. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna put them third. I'm gonna put Liverpool third because they're still a very good and a very decent side, and I'm gonna put Man United 4th because they are a good team. They haven't massively strengthened, but if we look at Spurs and we look at Arsenal, neither of them have massively strengthened, and Man United were far better than them last season. So there's no evidence for me to say, oh, Spurs or Arsenal are going to finish above Man United. Yeah. For me, Man City and Liverpool are already better than Man United, and Chelsea have done the madness that like they have a very, very good side now. So yeah, Man United 4th, Arsenal 5th, and Spurs 6th. I just think that Arsenal have recently proved themselves that they are very solid. They're defensively, they're waking up a bit. Arteta has gotten them playing defensively better. They've got Aubameyang, one of, if not the best striker in the league. I mean, fantasy want to call him a midfielder now, so maybe the best midfielder in the league. And I just don't think signing Doherty is enough to say, you know what? Spurs got that. I mean, I know Spurs finished higher than them last season, but the way Arteta has transformed Arsenal is more than what Jose has done to transform Spurs. And I just think them playing in the FA Cup, them playing in the Community Shield and taking on those big teams and beating those big teams is just enough evidence to say, you know what? Arsenal actually have it in them to have a decent season. I just think that, yeah, they will outdo Spurs as things stand. So I want to put, Arsenal 5th and Spurs 6th.
Guys, we've got some breaking news. Give me a second.
Nat's
Messi gone for free.
What are you saying, Nat back?
What, Bianca's joining?
Manchester United have signed a player. Manchester United have signed a player.
Who renewed the contract?
You're close. You're very close. Man United have signed Alejandro Garnacho from Atletico Madrid on a 5-year contract. He chose Man United over Borussia Dortmund, with Real Madrid also tracking his progress. He's 16 years old. Nat, to you.
You're a joker.
I can't believe man holds up the whole thing. I'm screaming.
Oh my god, Nathaniel, I'm gonna make you. Be careful my words. I'm gonna. Anyway, here we go.
Oh man, putting on full screen.
Bruh.
What's your predictions, Nathaniel? What is your prediction? Liverpool back treble incoming, or do you not win a treble already? Because the way you're posing with like 4, I think you are like greatest in the ever would.
For first place, yeah, I'm actually not sure.
Oh my god!
Because wait, hear me out.
You've had a whole hour.
No. The reason why I say I'm not sure is because it depends on if Liverpool sign Thiago.
All right. If you didn't hear me before, you were here. I said you're making a prediction. Cool. You can. Do you have an explanation? That's fine. I don't mind. I'm just letting you know if you missed it. We can make a predictions now, and then at the end of the transfer window, if the reasoning is good enough, slight adjustments can be made.
Okay, cool. In that case, first place I'm putting Man City.
Why is someone putting Man United first? Anyway, go on.
And then in second, I'm putting Liverpool. Because I don't see us finishing anywhere else. And in third, I put Chelsea. Because, yeah, I think their team needs to like gel together, the chemistry and that, bare new players that they've bought.
And then chemistry, winners' chemistry.
And then in fourth, I put Man United. Yeah.
Everyone got Man United just sitting in fourth.
Yeah. you man got that fourth place secured already on lock.
Yeah.
And then in fifth, I put the retirement home Arsenal. and then in sixth, I put Spurs, but I barely put them because I want Wolves to take it, but I'm just gonna put Spurs there for now.
It's mad. We'll come to Ramsey in a second, but he may do something completely different. As Cal, kind of highlighted, we got no Leicester, who finished 5th last year, by the way. No Wolves, who are also they're without European football, so they'll have a clearer schedule than the rest of the challengers. Arsenal, like when the FA Cup are in Europe, Spurs are in Europe.
The players ain't up though. Same Deadwood.
They signed Marcel, some 31-year-old from, I want to say, Porto. They signed one 18-year-old kid from, might be Porto as well, actually. And
they are a Portugal feeder club, man. They prep them for the World Cup, Euros, and potential man transfers. That's what they're there for. They're there to get into the Premier League, to get high values, to then move on or to win stuff for Portugal.
They talk about Premier League English players being overpriced. They signed or are set to sign this 18-year-old from, I'm sure it must be Porto, 40 million. Yeah. The man has played 12 league games in his career, scored 1 goal.
What's his name?
40 million. Joe Linton, I got more numbers on the continent than that. I can't. And no one, I don't think it's officially gone through yet. No one ain't going to kick up a fuss. No one ain't going to kick out one piece of fuss. Like no one did when Joe Linton. No one did when Haaland. To be fair, Haaland had a bit of European experience. But those two have come over here and absolutely stunk up the place. And now you got this 18-year-old for 40 million. I'm like, he better be the next Messi. But maybe they said, João Felix went for 100, and he's half as good as João Felix. I don't know where they got that pricing from. But Ramsey, over to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start in 6th place and work my way back. I'm starting 6th and I work my way back. Yeah, I think I did consider these other teams. I think less of with Europe. I think it's going to be too tough for them. Everton, I'm not convinced by James and Doucouré. I'm just not. And Wolves, yeah, they'll be alright, but I think losing Doherty was massive for them. I think he was a big part of their goal threat, and I don't know if the Portuguese man will be able to replace him enough. I still don't know about Traore's consistency. across the season. So yeah, I don't think they'll be in there. So I'm going to start in 6th place with the all or nothing squad in Spurs. Obviously, I've been analysing them over the past few weeks.
Oh, thanks, Scout.
Jose's tactics, and yeah, I don't see them improving much at all. Really, I think they'll stink out the place down there in 6th place. As Carl said, Doherty and Højbjerg. As much as Doherty was a good attacking threat for Wolves, that man's going to be playing deep line right back. He ain't touching the halfway line. And another destroyer at the DM in Højbjerg, just so that Kane can play just ahead of him in the middle of the park. So yeah, I'm not convinced that Jose's done anything with that squad yet, and I still feel like the squad in general is quite weak, personally. But
maybe he should have frozen out Danny Rose.
Maybe he might unfreeze him because he's still there. Newcastle just signed a left back, so I don't know what he's doing this year. And then yeah, 5th place. Again,
someone said fuck all or nothing. That's a Spurs. Fuck all and nothing. Fuck all and nothing.
Yeah, I agree with Carl. What Carl was saying in 5th place, with Arsenal, just because. Yeah, I think Arteta's doing well with them. I'm still not convinced that we're getting back to where we were. I still need to see that over the course of a full season.
Where were you?
Where were we?
Yeah, that's where we were.
Last time we won the league, we didn't lose a single game. Champions League final. I
didn't know if you meant back to 4th or back to challenging.
Well, we've got to work our way. You know what I'm saying? We've got to work our way. So, 5th place, guaranteed Europa League spot for next season, unless other things happen. But yeah, I think it's a work in progress. I think I won't be mad at 5th place, providing other things fall our way. But I think Arteta, as I said, he's working with the squad, and I think I'd be happy if we definitely challenging for 4th place. But I think the top 4 are spending numbers that we ain't really spending at the moment. So I don't really know if there's a real challenge we can really put. But you never know. You never know what will happen with them. So in 4th place, it's time to switch things up a bit. I'm gonna put Chelsea.
Damn.
Now, last year, obviously, I went on a bit of a rant about how bad they were in the transfer market and like how they, it's their fault for being banned and all that sort of stuff. And cool, it was their fault. This year, now they're spending ridiculous amount of monies, and probably in another 2 years they'll get banned again and start complaining about being banned again for fair play rules and all that. But I just feel like they're not that. I'm not quite sure where. Right, let me word this properly. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with them. Genuinely don't know. I don't know who's going to play. I don't know who's going to start at the back. They bought Thiago, but is that in the 4? Is that in the 3? Which one of the other 4 go in? Because Chelsea fans are complaining about all 4 of them last year, so one of them's going to play. Chilwell, I'm not convinced he's that great at left. I think he's decent, but I'm not convinced. They still got. Well, that's yet to be proven, innit? That's yet to be proven, innit? Because Alonso was sick in the Premier League winning side, innit? So I yet to see Chilwell.
Yeah, defensively. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. Defensively.
I don't know. I don't really know Chilwell defensively. Leicester have been good as a back line, but I've not seen Chilwell shine as a left back. So I don't know personally how good he is. Chilwell is the best left back. Chilwell's the best left back in England, maybe, but I don't know what that means.
I don't think he has to be great defensively to be better than Alonso. That's the thing.
Maybe, but obviously Alonso worked best as a wing back and a 4 in the midfield. So if he's playing Chilwell there, then for me he's got no chance over beating Alonso in that position. But maybe he's better at left back. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Again,
yeah, we'll see.
He's got to fit in. I do like the Havertz signing. I think he's got a future, but I just don't know. Like, what's happening? Does that mean Mount doesn't play anymore. Loftus, what's happening? I don't know. So I just don't know what happens with that midfield. Maybe I need the first 3 weeks to see what happens because I genuinely have no idea. So for now, yeah, Chelsea's there. Third place, I'm gonna put in Ed Woodward. Because I believe in him. Carl. I know you don't, yeah, but I just believe something's gonna happen. I believe something's gonna happen, and I just feel like he's gonna come true with Jaden. He's gonna come true with it. He's gonna come true with it. Like I just feel I just know Ed's gonna just work his way through. And October the 4th, probably around 5 to 12.
First,
we'll be walking around. Maybe even then. But you know what? Last year, you get me. I ruled out that January was even a thing, and I ruled out Bruno coming in and turning up the league. So who am I to say that Jaden won't come in and rescue Man United again and get them into third place on the last day of the season? And we'll praise him. We'll praise Ed for doing what he does, innit? And then second place, I'm gonna go for. Last year obviously Last year I was so close. Last year I was so close. I was torn between these two, and something just told me to go City because of the spending. Whereas this year, I'm convinced. And I'm putting this down. I'm actually convinced about what I'm gonna do with my chest, wholeheartedly. I'm gonna put Man City to win the Premier League. It's the same reason, man. Liverpool ain't spending money, man. And this time, I don't think it's going to be like that, man. Usually, you can't get 99 and 98 again. And I just don't see it this year. I genuinely don't see it. I feel like City are going to be stronger.
So you said Everton second?
Now we'll put Liverpool there for now. Again, maybe first 3 weeks we'll see in it. I might have to drop them lower, but for now Liverpool can go there, and I think they'll be challenging with Man United for third place. So I generally feel like Pep's there, man. Pep's got it.
Right, guys, this is our top 6 predictions. 4 out of 5 have gone Man City to win the league. Everyone has Man City in their top 2. Not everyone has Liverpool in their top 2. Not everyone has Liverpool. Kyle and Javon both have Liverpool third. I can't believe it. Man United, 4 out of 5 have got them in 4th. Ramsey has them in 3rd. Spurs and Arsenal doesn't make anyone's top 4. 3 have Arsenal 5th. 2 have Spurs 5th. But the biggest call has to be this from off the fence. On the pitch.
I think he's come off. I think he's generally come off the fence. He's come off the fence with his chest.
On the pitch, Jay. He's here. He's arriving. Chelsea will win the Premier League. I can't believe it. What a way to announce yourself. If you pull this off, you can host a podcast from here on in. This is your audition. All right, listen, let's rattle through this quickly. And to be honest, it ain't going to be quick because I haven't got a clue who's getting relegated. I don't know. I don't even know who's in the Premier League. I'm not going to go now.
Sheffield United.
Yeah, Sheffield again. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real honest.
I'm going to just slap Aston Villa in there somewhere. I don't know, but I'm going to slap him in there.
Nah.
Aston Villa about to sign a striker. They got a striker in their medical room right now. Ollie Watkins, 27 mil, something like that.
Jack Grealish
was there last season, and the same thing, bro. They luckily scraped out that. Luckily, VA, Bird's Eye, Hawk's Eye saved them from being relegated. They should not be here. Karma will catch them 18th, 19th, or 20th. I don't care. They're out of here.
Did you not hear that? Who wanted Ramsey? Did you not want Watkins?
Nah, not us.
I read it wrong. You said did Arsenal sign 2 of Brentford's staff?
Yeah. And we wanted their goalkeeper.
Oh, you wanted their goalkeeper. Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone know who came up?
So yes, so
Leeds, West Brom, and Fulham.
So I think Leeds will stay up, which means we might go down. But I think Leeds is it literally what do I know? I had Sheffield rock bottom last year, so what the hell do I know about football? But I'm having Leeds to stay up. I'm gonna go. Listen, it's literally a stab in the dark. It's literally a stab in the dark.
Mm.
I'm going.
Ouch.
I'm going West Ham,
Damn.
Fulham.
Can we have a later date for 18, 19, and 20 just so we can see?
We can review everything.
No, I feel like this one needs to be past October.
Cheating because you're like, oh, 3 games in. Oh, Fulham has conceded 15 goals. They're definitely going down. No, I'm not.
Yeah, no. But that's what we said about a few teams, and they didn't go down. We thought Bournemouth were going to go.
If Fulham go and sign Messi, I can understand why you want to take them out of the bottom 3.
No, but I'm just saying that it's we don't know who's going to get relegated. At one point, Bournemouth were going to get relegated, but they didn't. West Ham were going to get relegated, but they didn't. So I think we should be allowed a little bit longer.
Bournemouth did get relegated.
Sorry, I meant West Ham.
So I'm going West Ham. I'm going. You want a substitution? I thought you were on the pitch.
I'm just saying, I don't know nothing about this. I can't pick for this, so yeah.
I'm going West Ham, West Brom, Fulham, stab in the dark. Ain't got a clue. I've not got the foggiest idea what's going to happen, but that's my stab in the dark. Do not bite my head off if I get it wrong. It's definitely going to be wrong. Those 3 ain't going down.
I'm getting Villa 18th. Um, 19th, I'll go Fulham. And West Brom, I think, will be rock bottom. And I'm quite confident with that, actually. I think that's going to happen. So.
Hey, that's incorrect then.
Well, I can tell you, I definitely know how it's going to go down. I definitely know.
I
Right.
do not bet on whatever Kyle says next.
Leeds United to finish 20th.
Wow.
Hear that still.
I hope
Who knows?
Fulham to finish in 19th.
I said they're coming back. They're coming up
And
and going
West
straight back
Bromwich
down.
Albion to finish in 18th.
No, it's mad.
That never happens, does it?
Oh, that's all that came up. Got down. I just
That's what I said.
That never ever happens.
Man said they came up to go
Swear,
right
there's
back
always
down.
one. There's always one that stays. Don't know why, but there's always one.
But you know what's mad? We've all got Fulham and West Brom in our bottom 3. One of those are guaranteed to have a great season.
That's Leeds, man. Leeds are Europa League this year, man.
Yeah, but that's not in my bottom. And you're no pause. Not anyone.
You know what? I was actually going to say Newcastle, but the past week they've done an absolute madness. Wilson, Fraser, Lewis. I think they just survived. They just survived on that alone. But Palace, I think Palace might struggle this year, though.
Yeah, they always struggle, to be fair. On the pitch, on the field of play. Talk to me.
I'm gonna say Aston Villa.
Wolves?
I thought I was going to say Wolves. Whoa.
I said Wolves. They ain't nowhere near that. Villa, West Brom. I don't even know in whatever order. As long as you're relegated, you're relegated. And oh, what the heck? West Ham?
Damn.
Why is it not saying West Ham?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna change that. I need to see. I'm definitely gonna come back to this. I'm not too sure.
I got some breaking news to bring you. I interrupt the podcast. Well, this may actually change your top 6 predictions. Because Chelsea there's a big transfer rumor around Chelsea. Chelsea have got rid of one of their back line, and it's Tomori. Tomori has gone on loan to Everton for the season. So he will not be partnering Thiago Silva at the back.
Would you like to change anything, Joanne?
Nothing to change.
Okay.
It's not enough anyway. It's not enough to change. We need drastic measures.
I need all black. Then I can change what I can change it.
To what? What, the second?
No, to firm winners ahead of the pack. They have to create a new first place position.
Nah, relegation.
I'm putting. I looked at my thing from last season.
And it was wrong.
Nah, I got Norwich right.
Okay.
Bruv, did not even put anything last season. It was all over the place.
Everyone got Norwich right.
Nah, last season I put Brighton, Sheffield, and Norwich. This season,
Poor Brian was
this season I'm putting Burnley.
raw.
Man said Burnley.
Burnley need to go, man. Villa. And this season, definitely Brighton. They will leave.
That means so Carl's got all relegation promoted teams to go down, and you've got all promoted teams to stay up.
Yeah, I think they will do it. I think they will actually do it. I think Leeds, Fulham, and West Brom, like they've all learned their lessons from the past, and they'll actually do their thing.
Crap, man.
We all got different bottom three, innit? So one of us should be right.
Wait, because of the order or the order? Wait,
Nah,
Wait,
in
why
general,
are you playing West
general.
Ham though?
oh right, yeah, everyone's. Why have I got West Ham?
Yeah, why you guys got West Ham in your bottom three?
West Ham are an absolute mess. Absolute mess. You got Mark Noble going out on social media, absolutely blasting the club, telling how angry he is that they've sold one of their youth products. The owners ain't investing no money. David Moyes is crap.
Declan Rice on his way out.
Yeah. So, I mean, Declan Rice needs to be sold for them to buy anyone. But who are they going to buy? And Declan Rice is one of their better players. So, whatever they do with that, whether you keep him, you don't buy no one. If you sell him, you can't really replace him. Maybe not. It depends I don't know who you're going to go and get. I think they could. I think they could go down. Yeah, I think they could go down. And because all three don't usually go down. One of the old timers, whatever, they get dragged into it. And they end up going down. I think it could be West Ham, but not to dwell on it anyway. Golden Boot, Ramsey.
There's only one name. It's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. No Harry Kane this year. I'm done with that guy. I'm done with him. It's a game. I'm going with Pierre. That's it.
Kyle.
Boy, Kane is on the tip of my tongue, you know. I can't lie.
Not having it.
I can't lie. But Son is also there. He's also there. Like, he's been doing a madness. And Jose loves Son. Heung-min Son.
Oh, please.
However, I think Golden Boot this season, in my head, undoubtedly, is heading over to the #1 German in the world, Timo Werner.
Carl, man, I was gonna say that this guy.
Well, you can say it.
You can say it.
Timo
You'd be wrong.
Werner.
That's two people wrong. Who's next? Nathaniel.
Oh gosh, I forgot that you lot signed that guy.
You said Danny Ings.
I'm gonna play it safe. I had 3 options.
You're gonna go with Liverpool's #9.
Firmino.
I was not gonna pick Firmino to replace him, but that's another story for another day. I had down either Vardy, Aubameyang, or Bruno Fernandes on penalties. So I'm gonna pick.
You know, that's 38 goals, man.
Fam,
that's mad.
United win penalties all the time since
That's
that
38
gone.
goals.
Top goals.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Frank Lampard.
I'm gonna play. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick Aubameyang because why not? The guy is just too good. Like, I don't see him scoring.
Has he signed a new contract?
No, he's at Barcelona, and you think that's not a valid reason if he gets sold. Sorry, you should have foresaw it. If you want to change.
No, but come on, man. If he can't get the golden boot if he's not here.
Don't worry, he'll seal it. He'll seal it in 3 games. Don't worry about that, man.
You better seal it in the first 2. Listen. I'm backing my boy. I'm backing.
And Nika, shut up, man.
God damn.
Come on, man.
Sancho ain't even arrived yet, bro. Sancho ain't even arrived.
Man banged 17 last year. He was out for 8 weeks. Got 8 assists with it. Man is gonna listen. Now you got Bruno. You got Van der Beek. Hopefully, a full season Bruno. Because remember, it was Pereira and Lingard before that, and Mata and Daniel James. You got full season Bruno. Injuries permitting a full season Pogba. The Don is here. Hopefully, Rashford ain't also out for 8 weeks because that hampered both of them. Man got 17 goals, no penalties.
Did Neeks say Martial?
I ain't said anything yet.
Oh.
I'm backing my boy. I'm backing my boy. Sergio. No, I'm joking. I'm going Anthony Martial in it.
Well, that's all, guys. Thanks for listening to today's podcast. We will be seeing you next time.
You know what surprised me the most? I'm surprised that you think he'll actually be fit. I'm surprised. For 38 games. That is what I'm surprised about.
Why are you surprised about that? Last season, how much he got 30? I think he played 31 games. He's not usually injured. He's usually available. It's just that you got Jose dropping him.
Because he washed.
Listen, say what you want in it. Say you want. It's my prediction. Anthony Martial.
Bad work, man. Always blames their tools.
And you're wrong.
Well,
you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
And he ain't my tool. He ain't said nothing.
He blamed Mourinho for his. Mourinho.
He didn't say
anything on the pitch playing for him. He's playing.
He didn't say anything.
And if you put him on the pitch and he can't play, how can you blame anyone?
He didn't say anything. I'm the mouthpiece. I know what was happening in the dressing room.
Tell this for a fact. Ain't none of our golden boot predictions winning this.
Why? Because Vardy's turning up, yeah?
Vardy's back. Vardy's back again.
Didier Deschamps said after today's performance, I wouldn't say that Martial, has undergone a metamorphosis, but he has changed. I noticed it as well off the pitch. He's capable of making a difference. Very solid. He's on the right track. And this was on the back of Hugo Lloris saying that, listen, this guy's a different person. That relationship with Solskjaer has brought out a different Martial that we've seen before. And I've seen that new Martial. Martial don't smile. Martial's smiling. Martial don't score tap-ins. Martial's tapping in. He was just known great goal scorer. Sorry, a scorer of great goals. Not a great goal scorer. Curl from outside the box, dribble through 3 man. No. Get your head in it. Get a tap in. Scramble it in. Even the goal or own goal that he forced today. Little slide rule in, poacher's goal. That's what I need from Martial. 17 goals last year, no penalties. If he's closing on that golden boot, and when we're running through teams, early doors, Bruno's going to say, take the penalty, brethren, get your hat trick. Take the penalty, brethren, get your hat trick. Anyway, Anthony Martial.
Anyway.
Champions League.
Yet you have Man United lying in 4th. Makes bare sense to me, boy.
Well, I mean, we call it Vardy finished 5th and won the golden boot. What the hell does that mean?
No, I meant you said when you're running through man and you talking about take your pen and get your hat trick. Like you're running through man, yet you're finishing the 4th. It makes plenty sense to me.
There's a lot of people getting run through in it by plenty of teams. What can I do? The top four is going to be like 90 points each. 93, 92, 91, 90. And everyone else is going to be like 25. Champions League. I think this one's so difficult. It's so difficult.
Hard.
It's so. And
can I just say that I predict Arsenal to win the Community Shield?
Unfortunately, I didn't make the spreadsheet, but well done for that prediction. You know what? Yeah, Champions League, stab in the dark. Absolutely stab in the dark. I dare you lot say Man City again. I dare you lot. I dare you. I double dare you. treble.
We'll get there,
Manchester
innit?
City.
We'll get there.
We're here. We are here. Say it. Say it. We're here. Say it.
Manchester City.
What are we picking? The Champions League winners?
Hey, yes.
I think it's coming back to England still.
Manchester City.
Ross. Man,
I was
gonna
gonna
say
say
every year until they actually win it.
Yeah.
I told you so.
Might be Bayern. Who knows? Tough.
Bayern ain't defending their title. Bayern ain't defending. Not having it. But you can't.
Can Pirlo win a Champions League? Could this be PSG's year? It's a tough one.
It's a tough one. A real tough one.
That World Cup merchant can maybe score in the Champions League. Then maybe. International merchant, I should say.
On the continent, has anyone really signed anyone like big?
No, not that I've seen or heard anyway.
Chelsea. They
See,
signed.
this just go. Listen,
It's
if
true.
if anyone outside of the Premier League haven't really made any big signings, this just goes to show the money in this league.
So who you picking?
Yeah, the oil money. You got that, man. We knew
That's
that.
fine. I needed that bench thing to come true, but it didn't come true. So
What?
the bench, the sub thing.
5 star. Guys, what are we picking? Because
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna revisit, but I'm gonna say, yeah, man, PSG.
I like that one. You're wrong, but I like it. Nah.
I'm just gonna say for the bands, Chelsea.
I said for the bands. Well, it's locked in and it doesn't say bands next to it. So
Nah, with their team, they might just get a lucky run, get to the final, beat PSG.
I will have that. Have that.
Ramsey, what are you saying?
All right. So for me, as I said, this is literally a stab in the dark. It's a tough one, and maybe this actually may need 3 weeks to actually decide, because right now I can't look. For me, there's 3 teams that I can't see anyone outside of these 3. Maybe they will, because it's mad.
Barcelona in that.
Nah, bro. Barcelona. Nah. Let's just leave it there. Nah. For me, the 3 teams are Bayern, because you can't look past them after what they've just done. But then defending it is the mad thing. But I can't look past them for what they've just done. PSG, because of the quality of players. And you just can never look past Liverpool in European competition. I just can't look past Liverpool in European competition. Like, I don't think they're good enough, but I never feel that they're good enough when they win it.
They are good enough. And if they end up in a situation like Man City did, where they're lagging behind the league, I think they're better equipped to win the Champions League than Man City. Yeah,
I agree. Real Madrid and Juve, I just don't see them up there. Barca, not worth talking about. Chelsea, Man United, be lucky to get through the group stage. So for now, I'm going to go with Bayern to defend it. You
know what?
With Leroy Sané, I think they're stronger.
I thought about Real Madrid, but I just thought, right, what have you done? You ain't really done it. Really.
No, they can't even afford Van der Beek.
Exactly.
Because they're still paying Gareth Bale their wages.
PSG, I think, makes a lot of sense for the quality they have. They reached the final. Granted, it was a very bogus knockout 1-game thing.
I forget about that,
Yeah, it's going to be back to 2 legs and everything changes with that. So I can't, PSG ain't proved nothing to me. If you got there on a 2-legged tie, then I'd say, yes, you've proved that you deserve to sit at the table. You didn't. It was a little run, magic of the cup and all them things there. So I'm not convinced. And some of the games they struggled. They struggled against Atalanta, Choupo-Moting off the bench. I think they what score against Leipzig? Was it 2-1 as well? No,
I feel like that was 2-0, but maybe.
Good.
I think it might have been 2-1. I can't remember. And then they lost the final. And Mbappe and Neymar stinkers. So they improved now. No,
Lost Thiago at the back as well. Don't know how that's going to affect them.
there's that. They might just move Marquinhos back to the centre back, which I think
Yeah.
they're doing anyway. But I'm going to go Liverpool. I'm going to go Liverpool. And I'm going to be honest, I don't necessarily think they're going to win, but that's my prediction. So
Sorry, my Wi-Fi is moving mad. Well, who did you say?
Man said.
I said Liverpool.
Man said he's picking someone who he doesn't think that they're gonna win.
I want to be right. I want to be right. So either way, if they win it, I was right. If they lose it, I'm delighted. So come the end of the season, the result is gonna be what I want, one way or another. Now there's no money on the line for it, but maybe let's put some money on the line for Champions League. I'll happily pay out for Liverpool not to win the Champions League. I don't care.
And Man City take it.
It's like, what is? I don't
double.
I don't think Bayern
Champions League and Prem.
I don't think Bayern are going to defend it. So then it's just up in the air. And the only reason I don't think Bayern are going to defend it is because teams don't really defend it. That's all it is. Nothing to do with Bayern.
Yeah.
It's just that teams don't usually defend it. So I'm just going to rule them out because of that. I'm at least PSG and Liverpool, realistically.
Bro, I don't know why you're talking about Man City.
Man City ain't winning. Again,
They're
they need
not
to
winning.
improve
Man
nothing.
City ain't
No,
winning.
they ain't got to the semi-final since Pellegrini left. That's 4 years. And they bought, and they got when they got Pep, he was widely regarded as the best manager in the world. They haven't got past the quarterfinals. And each time they lose, it's to some inferior team. They were 25 points ahead of Liverpool, and they lost to Liverpool in 2018. 2017, they lost to Monaco. Granted, that Monaco team pretty good, to be fair. Last season, with the previous one, they lost to Spurs. This season, Lyon. They are bottle jobs.
Listen. Laporte and Koulibaly are about to do a Dragon Ball Z Fusion Heart and come out Van Dijk 2.0. Watch. No goals conceded. All competitions, all season.
I think we're going to be wrong. I don't think one of those five are going to win it.
Yeah.
There you go, innit?
What are you saying? Barcelona? I hear that, brother.
I think, yeah. I think out of the outsiders, I think Real Madrid and Juve, depending on what they do in the group stages, them two will be most likely out of there.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm going Liverpool, innit? And let the chips fall where they may. Europa League, we've got like 5 minutes.
Right.
You said Europa League. Who's in that?
I don't know. That's the first.
I'll tell you who's in that. We're talking about my competition, baby. Talking about where we split the men from the boys. Spurs, don't worry about Spurs. They're there, but don't worry about them.
No, I'm just wondering because I just
don't worry about them. Listen, for me personally, and this is the reason why I said I'm not mad at fifth. I'm not mad at fifth. Cause if we did a mad thing and win this Europa League, it's been a great season. It's been a great season. To win the Europa League, we've been trying it before. We've been to a semi-final, we've been to a final, felt the heartbreak. So I just feel like we've got to go one more. We've got to go one more this year. And I think Arsenal will do it. I think Arsenal will win Europa League, get back to where they belong. As Arteta promised, he will take us to the promised land, become first seeds in the Champions League draw, and still get knocked out. But I think we'll go in there. Other teams that are in there: Villarreal, Real Sociedad, Napoli, Roma, Bayer Leverkusen, Spurs, Leicester, Lille, Nice, and obviously anyone else that drops from.
I think the Europa League is a tough one because people drop into it. So how can we predict it now when people drop into it?
It's the hard one.
I don't know what you want to do with that.
Just say Chelsea, innit? And done.
Listen, if we drop into it, then yes. But I don't know if we're going to drop into it. I don't know who's going to drop into it. And I think it's unfair for us to be locked into this, even though people are going to drop into it.
Tough.
And
Tough.
I can't. Don't. Well, you can call me whatever you want. It's just not fair. It's not fair. I don't know how we're supposed to predict. How am I gonna? No. I'm sorry. No. There's 10 teams in your head, yeah, that are in the Europa League. 10 teams. Yeah, let's just, for example, 10 teams. And you're supposed to pick from one of those 10 who you're going to win it. And then another 5 jump in, or another 10. How are you supposed to pick that? You don't know who's coming in. You can't make a good prediction. So for that, I cannot give a straight answer. So if Chelsea drop into it, Chelsea. If we don't drop into it, then
Bayern Munich. Come on, Javan, man.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. We cannot pick.
If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike.
But come on, but this is the truth, though. People are going to drop into it.
In the last 10 years, only 3 teams that have dropped into it have won it.
But there's still a chance. So, it's still a chance.
Of course, there's a chance. I'm saying because teams drop back into it from being in Champions League, the mindset is like, we were in Champions League when Europa League.
Right.
If we get to the final, we might go try win it. But if you know what I mean,
Sevilla drop into it.
No, Sevilla have never dropped. Sevilla have only dropped into it once and won it. But all the other times they've been in it from the start and won it. So Sevilla are
Atletico drop into it and won it, right?
Yeah, Atletico, Sevilla, and Chelsea in the last 10 years have dropped into it and won it.
See, so if Chelsea drops in, I have to say they're going to win it. So it is.
So are you predicting Chelsea to drop in?
I'm not.
Out,
but if we do, then yes.
Yeah, and if Wolves win the Premier League, then Wolves win the Premier League. I mean, I don't
yes, yes. But we're not talking about the Premier League. We're talking about dropping into the Europa League. Come back to me.
Nah. Wait, did I meet you? Nah.
Yes.
Europa League.
This is very easy. Europa League prediction is so easy. Sevilla in the Champions League, they're gonna drop out and they're gonna win the Europa League again. Simple. That's it.
Don't forget.
Argue about it, discuss it, think about it. Sevilla winning the Europa League again.
Sevilla are first seed in the Champions League, so they may get an easy draw. May not. They may not. They still may get.
Man,
and look at this. Man said Sevilla, and now imagine they're going to win the Champions League. How can you predict that?
Then he was wrong.
Predict stuff like this.
He was wrong.
Sevilla are Europa League champions. Europa League is their trophy. No other name belongs on that trophy other than Sevilla. That's what I'm saying.
When they beat you in the final?
Pardon?
So do you remember when they beat you in the final? What a beautiful day.
Fam, Moreno gifted it to them, fam. I'll never forget that.
This is retarded.
Wow.
You know what? I was actually very close to picking Chelsea. But then I thought about it. If Chelsea were to go down, they wouldn't win it. And the reason why I say that is because they'll be fighting tooth and nail to have such a great season in the Premier League. Roman didn't spend all that money to be finishing in 5th in the league. So if they get knocked down, we're seeing our Tammys and our Hudson-Odois come out in the Europa League, and them man ain't winning it. So I actually thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Even if Chelsea do go down, they ain't winning it. With that being said,
Spurs for me. Good night.
Damn, the guy said Spurs. You know what? Might be a Barcelona thing, you know.
The man said Barcelona.
Bro, do you know how trash that team is? Now, you know what? In all honesty, Neeks, I'm going to give you my answer. But I feel like when we revisit all of this come October the 5th when the window closes, I think Europa League should get another visit when group stages are over. And before draws are done in terms of who's playing who, as soon as the group stages is done and we know who's qualified and who's out, we revisit it. And if the team you picked is still in the competition, you get to change your answer. If they're eliminated, you don't get another pick. So if I say Arsenal and Arsenal are out in the group stages, you don't get another pick.
Wait.
Too many if buts and maybes.
That's not. That's actually very good. But it's not true.
And maybe.
But I picked Sevilla.
No, because there's 32 teams in the Champions League that could potentially drop down into the Europa League.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
That don't make sense.
It's a prediction. You predict who's gonna fall out the Champions League, and you predict who's gonna win it.
No, because last season when Inter Milan and Napoli and them man all came down, and we all wanted to revisit our predictions. We revisited. We revisited.
We didn't change the Europa League predictions. We just gave a prediction of what we think is going to happen, but it didn't change the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet stayed the same.
Correct.
So we can do that. We can have a great discussion in December when the group stages and oh my gosh, Barcelona dropped out, Chelsea dropped out. Cool, we'll discuss it then. But right now is from now until whenever COVID 2021 season ends. It's then.
You know what? Forget it. Lock in. No changes if that's the case. If that case, no changes.
I got no problem with
that. Imagine last year we predicted the Champions League, Europa League winners without knowing it was going to be a one-game knockout. No one knew it was going to be a one-game. I thought it was going to be one game knockout. I would have said Bayern all day. But I didn't know that. I didn't. I thought it was going to be 2 legs, advantage to team, and they would win it, innit?
We're allowed to revisit because Manchester United are allowed about to sign Freeman or Jadon Sancho.
3 weeks to revisit. 3 weeks.
But teams dropping in, and you can't even change. You can't even have a look in. Listen, look, we're making all these predictions. What? Am I going to predict that? Flipping. What's it? Name me. Derby are going to win the Premier. I might as well say Derby's going to win the Premier League. Because
Derby
maybe
cannot win the Premier League because they're not in it. It's impossible. It's impossible.
And then they give them the Premier League. Listen, this is what we're dealing with here right now. Okay, let the people them change the things for
Javan, you make a prediction, you stick by it, and you know what, Javan, if you're wrong, don't worry. Because I'm only gonna come for you when you're wrong. That's all it is. I'm just gonna come for you. That's it.
I hear that, and it's okay. But
the thing is, Javan, think about it like a bet. If you say at the beginning of the season, all right, you have to put a bet on at the bookies who's gonna win that. You can't come in January and say, yeah, boss, let me
bookies right now. We're here.
But Neeks. In all fairness, if you go to the bookies, you can only say right now I wanted to place a bet on who was going to win the Europa League, right?
Yes.
You actually can't select any. No, you can't select any Champions League teams.
All right, then don't. Because I'm giving you more. I'm giving you a better option. I'm giving you more teams to choose from, and you want more.
No, I heard that. I'm going to give you my team now. I'm going to give you my team. My team to win the Europa League is Manchester United. That's my prediction. Manchester United.
Not anything out there now because this is ridiculous. Can't even make a review.
You think Man United is going to drop into the
3 weeks from now? We don't know what's going to happen in the Europa League. You don't have a time test.
Yes, I do.
Come on, man.
What's going on? I like that prediction. And as Ramsey said, come January, I'm happy to have a good old chin wag about coulda, woulda, shoulda, what might happen. But your preseason prediction is your preseason prediction. And you know what? Maybe we shouldn't change it in 3 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a preseason.
That's what I'm saying. Preseason.
It is.
Can I ask a question? No,
you cannot. No, I'm joking. Go on.
If Sevilla don't make it into the Europa League,
then you are wrong.
Can I change?
No. It's a preseason prediction.
But they're not in the tournament. I've been
arguing for the past 20 minutes. I've been saying this for the past 20 minutes.
But they're not in the tournament.
We have 3 men here saying this. The majority wins.
You don't have to choose a team in the Champions League. You don't have to.
Pick Grimsby Town. Because that's what we're doing here right now. We're doing it. We can just name anything.
Right, I
We're
picked
not allowed to change anything.
I picked Spurs, who are in the Europa League.
That's because they're in it now. There are
They're in
other
it
teams
now,
that are
isn't it?
going to be.
They're in the qualifiers. They might get knocked out on Wednesday. They're in the qualifiers.
But that's what I'm saying.
And that's
Look
a
at that.
prediction.
Them man might even come in. People are dropping down. We don't know.
No, stop.
Penny man could drop in.
That's like saying you pick a team. They've reached the semi-finals. They got knocked out. Oh, but they're not in the competition anymore. It's a final.
Look, put it like this, yeah. Scrap Europa League now, and then once the them have dropped in, then everyone makes their things.
There's only you can only have
that
one.
would make more sense.
Once all the them are in, then we make our choices. Then there's no ifs, buts, or maybes.
Mad J, and on your Nat Quarantine podcast, you can do your post. This is the pre-season prediction. I don't know what you want from me. It's the preview. I don't know what you want, not the mid-view.
Listen, I want you to listen to the majority here. Just like how the majority won Maguire, majority won Jack Grealish, the majority won.
Javan.
No. The majority wants to change.
Javan, I know this is your first season in a season prediction. I know it. I understand. So I understand where your mind is at right now because you're seeing this for the first. Wow, I have to make. Yes, you know what? Yes, on Neeks Sports we make predictions at the start of the season in Europa League, and you name your team.
Since this ain't finalized yet, I might have to just pull it and go back on the fence because this is ridiculous what's going on right now. And this is why I have to go back on the fence because this is ridiculous. And I'm going to have to pull out all my predictions because
it's locked in. Your Spurs thing is locked in.
Podcast ain't done yet. Season ain't beginning, so it ain't locked in. Pull it out. Erase everything. I'm back on the fence.
No, not this year. Not this year, bro. Not this year.
Done. It is done.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
I'm Arsenal. Put mine in. Arsenal.
I don't understand what the problem is.
There is no problem. I feel like there should be a change because there are teams to pick from that you don't know. You can't pick from what you don't know.
And you predict. You
can't predict. You don't know.
Why?
Can't
we can. We don't know anything. On all these predictions, none of us know who's going to win the league. None of us know who's going to finish sixth. None of us know who's going to get relegated.
Okay, but at least we have a pool of names that we're picking from.
I can give you a pool of names. I can give you a pool of names. Villarreal, Real Sociedad, Leicester, Spurs, Napoli, Roma, Leverkusen, Lille, Nice,
Grimsby Town.
Celtic. You want Celtic? I give you Celtic.
You have
Sparta Prague.
But that's the point I'm trying. You need
Celtic are out, bro. Celtic got knocked out.
They got knocked out Champions League. They're in the Europa League now.
For everything that we've picked, there's a set amount of teams. The Europa League doesn't have a set amount. So how are we allowed to predict?
No, it does. It does have a set amount of teams.
Teams drop in.
No. I'm going to tell you why it does. Because every team that's in the Champions League right now has a chance of winning the Europa League. So all that means is now your pool is bigger by 32.
This guy, you're gonna look for everything to shut this down. Done with you, man. Podcast. End it.
I don't understand.
End it. Let's go. It's almost the next day. Let's go.
You've got all Europa League teams and all Champions League teams. One.
This is ridiculous. 3 men have said something, and 2 men have said something else, and we're going to go with the 2-man decision.
No, we're going to go with history. We're going to go with history. We're going to go with how we've always done this. We're going to go with how we've always done this.
And you know what? For that, there is no changes in 3 weeks. This is it. This is it.
See, here we go. Dictatorship. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
At the beginning, when I stated that there were changes, I stated that I would make the decision about whether or not you knew what you were getting into. You knew what you were getting into.
It's all null and void because I'm stepping out.
Right, you're locked in.
The spreadsheet is saved.
You
You're
know,
in.
The same automatically.
season, you can come to me with all of that. I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna speak. I prefer not to speak.
Don't worry, I'll speak on your behalf.
That's fine. I prefer not to speak.
Guys, this is it. This is it.
No, we have to get a revisit in October the 5th, bro.
We will.
Come on.
Oh, we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it.
You can't revisit because no, they say
No, I'll tell you what's gonna come October the 1st. I'm like, you know what?
No,
This is
because
gonna-
no. I tell you why. Because Ramon's talking about we're going with history. Well, if we're going with history, we've always had our pre-season predictions after the window's closed. So if we want to go with history, you have to do it on the October the 5th. Scrap the whole 2-hour video and do it on October the 5th. Scrap the whole 2-hour video.
it depends. It depends because
How far you want to go back? We predicted winners before when the window closed in August.
yeah,
We were predicting.
Yep.
I'm telling you, this
We've been
tyrant,
predicting this Premier League for time. I've been predicting Arsenal to win it for ages.
this tyrant at the top. What's gonna come the Premier, come the close of the window. You can be like, okay, Man United has signed this man, and I want to move them up. No, locked in. He's gonna shut it down. He's not gonna let no one change.
No, listen,
That's fine.
wherever we agree here, I'm fine with. But I put Man United
No,
forward.
us three have agreed to change the lock-in for the Europa League, but because you said nah.
Change it in Christmas. You want on your Christmas
That's
list.
what we asked for. The 3 people have asked for it, and 2 men have said no, and 2 men.
Javan, I tell you what. In Christmas, yeah, we'll draw up a mid-season Europa League prediction. Just for you, a mid-season one. Not on this one, just a mid-season, and one thing is it says Europa League. And if you want, you can name someone that dropped in. How about that? How about that?
Great
Just,
solution.
just one.
That's what it is.
Compromise.
I mean, yeah, go on, do it.
That's what we
Especially
love.
man,
Compromise.
be more content on the channel. Make a video for it. Your own revised Europa League prediction. The title video. The teams that dropped in that I didn't know that were going to drop in and now have made in my mind.
Tyrant. Someone spin it negatively. Spin your agenda. Go ahead. Spin it. Spin it. Keep spinning it.
I mean, it was going on swimmingly. Everyone was. I didn't know the Europa League could cause so much pain. They're the rubber competition. Unbelievable.
Lock the thing in, man.
We got there in the end.
Remind me never
The
to
most
like,
controversy Europe League's ever had.
say that again.
I said this is probably the most controversy and drama the Europe League has ever had.
It's Clive.
Listen, guys, this is it. I don't even know if you can see that, but it's there, man. It's there. Screenshot it and zoom in your picture if you can't see it. But that's it. That's all the predictions. Bianca bottled it, so we have to draft in that as a mouthpiece.
Sneak into the spreadsheet.
And if you're listening on Spotify, you got this far. It's locked in.
I might even lock. I'm gonna lock the cells. The bird might try it. I'm gonna make it accessible only to my private email.
Look at this guy.
I heard it now. Let's see.
I said, look the cells.
Protect range, guys. I'm busy after this. Protect it. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna pin it up on the wall. Right here.
I'm gonna say that you changed it when you print it. I'm like, listen, the spreadsheet says this, but your printed out says that. So how am I supposed to believe it?
Next podcast is right here. Guys, it's been good. It's been drama. Hasn't that
So, on to the F1.